Hey, what's up? It's Mike. You know what? I don't know what to say. I'd like to thank the new subscribers, and I really don't know what to say, but you know, I'm just gonna have to roll with the video or something because
I'm not aware of too many things. I know what I know if you know what I mean.
but you know what? I was like, I was just sitting there. I was thinking about, you know what, I was just thinking about these things because there's lots of things I'd like to talk about. But the thing is, though, is that when men and women are both watching your videos, it's a little tough to make videos because you have girls on one hand that are watching, and then like you have girls on one hand that are watching, and then you have dudes that are watching. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I don't know. I can't see if I know that there's nothing but dudes and there's just guys around, then I can act like, like I want to talk about stuff, right? So let's say I want to talk about let, let's say I want to talk about politics or something. If I want to talk about politics, there's going to be, if I talk about politics to guys, okay, that's whatever, it's okay. But you know what I mean? It's like if there's girls watching, then the girls aren't going to be interested in politics or that sort of stuff. Like if I'm a big fan of Ron Paul, then it's like some guys obviously want to hear about that, but then there's girls that don't want to hear about that. So I make no mistake, I like girls. I like girls. You know what I mean? I like girls. Okay, like I like girls. See, my problem is, my problem is that I like girls too much. Okay, because I'm very versatile. You know what I mean? I can make videos about, the 2008 presidential elections and Ron Paul, and I can, that's what, but then I can make other videos that might be, like relationships and other things too. I can make videos that maybe girls might be more interested in hearing. So, yeah, the fact is that, you can't please both, you know what I mean? Obviously, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. So I don't know. I have a hard time. If I know girls are watching, then obviously I'm not going to want to make something about, like, like guy stuff. Because it's not going to be fun and whatever. But, see, when it comes to girls, though, it's like, I like girls a lot. Like, I like girls more than other guys like girls. You know what I mean? Which is funny, too, because I get called, like, oh, you're metrosexual, you're gay, and that sort of stuff, right? I've been told that before. Gay guys think that I'm gay. You know what I mean? They go and they grab my butt and all that stuff. But, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I like girls more. Okay, when I was in elementary, okay, this girl on Facebook messaged me, okay? And it was like this, like I was totally in love with her in elementary school. You know what I mean? Like I was completely like in love with her. You know what I mean? You're in elementary school, grade 1 to 6. Maybe girls weren't like that, but as boys, like there was this girl named Cynthia, and she was just like all the boys like completely loved her. It was just like all the boys like completely like totally were in love with this girl. Like, you know what I mean? It was just like she was the one who was just like that girl that everybody just like totally loved. You know what I mean? Like every guy just in the, you know what I mean? Like she was the favorite girl anyway. So she messaged me, you know what I mean? And she was like, oh yeah, so hey, what have you been up to, that sort of thing. And I looked at it. Of course, you know how Facebook is, right? Everybody you see that you went to elementary school is like totally different. You know what I mean? So so she had, 2 kids and she's married, that sort of thing, right? And so anyways, I just like, oh wow, did it ever bring back the memories though? It's like she was amazing. Like she was everything. When I was just like, I don't know if I'd like girls as much as I did. You know what I mean? We went through kindergarten all the way up to grade 6 together, sort of thing, right? And it was just like, she was just everything. She was just like, oh, you know what I mean? But anyhow, it's just like, I think that that's where I got my love from women from. Because a lot of men don't like women. a lot of men, they don't like women at all. You know what I mean? And it's like, I read that once actually when I was a teenager. I ordered this book. Called How to Pick Up Hot, Sexy Girls Anywhere in the USA. And the book said that, believe it or not, there's a lot of men that are women haters that don't like women, even though they, they're heterosexual or whatever, and they date them and they sleep with them and they get married to them. They just don't like a woman's company. But me, I can sit with a woman all day and night. You know what I mean? Like, guys are always different than girls. But with a girl, I could just sit with a girl all day and night. I can go shopping with a girl. I can try and close with a girl. I just love women, like, so much. Like, honestly, it's just like, it's like a curse I have. Even when I was in elementary school, I liked girls more than the other guys did. You know what I mean? Like, I just did. I just liked them more. You know what I mean? I appreciate women. You know what I mean? I appreciate women, and I appreciate, like, when it comes to women, though, it's like, you have to be a man. You know what I mean? You have to be a man. You have to be somebody who's, you have to be somebody who's, if you're a man and you like women and you want to date women or whatever, looking good is only gonna get you so far. You know what I mean? And I did really well with women, all the time. I never cheated or anything like that, but I always love women and loved their company and all the time. I always had more girlfriends than I did even guy friends and stuff that were close to me. And I was always in one relationship or another all the time throughout my 20s. My high school, no, I wasn't those types that dated in high school and stuff. I just never dated at all in high school. But then after that, when I got a little bit older, a real man, to be honest, is a worker, is a provider, has money, knows how to treat a girl well, knows how to spend time with them, knows how to talk on the phone with them, that sort of thing, and listen to them. You know what I mean? And it's just and that's what a real man's about. But you know what, though? If you're a guy and you're watching this, I don't know. This is the best advice I can give. If you're a guy and you're 20 years old, or you're 22, you're 23, you're 24, and you're watching this, it's like, go out, get yourself a fucking job. I don't care if it's not what you thought you went to school for. Go out and get yourself a fucking job. Get off your ass and go do something. Get a lease for a car, put a car audio system in it, and start living a bit, and girls will start to come. Don't be a jackass. Don't sit in your basement. Don't sit playing video games. Don't sit playing World of Warcraft. Don't sit whatever. You know what I mean? Go out and freaking get a job, make some money, and go do something. You know what I mean? That's the best advice I can give to any of the guys out there. You'd be surprised how many guys, they just don't even work. They don't even have a job. They don't do nothing. They're just scrubs. They don't do anything. You know what I mean? So it's that's the best advice I can give. I did really well with women when I was in my 20s. I'm 31 now, whatever. But it's when I was in my 20s, I did really good with women. And I don't know why, but the only thing I can think of is that the fact that I was actually, unlike everybody else, I was actually working. I had my own apartment, had my own car, you know what I mean? And I watched my weight, I dieted, I didn't let myself go and get all fat and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Now it's changed now, of course, but back then, I was, when I was in my, 7-8 years back, I was in the zone, I was in prime, you know what I mean? I was 40 pounds lighter, you know what I mean? People say, well, you're not that fat now. It's well, I was back then, you know what I mean? I was whatever. But it's just and that's the thing, right? So it's I think my problem is that I think I like girls too much. I like girls too much. That's for sure. You know what I mean? Girls are, I understand women so well that it's there's no mystery to me anymore about girls. You know what I mean? I understand women very well. But you know what, though? I love women. And you know what? I like them too much. See, this video, there's a girl who just logged into MSN. You know what I mean? And, who's a friend for many years of mine. And that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? So it's and even though I'm old now or whatever, it's just I really enjoy girls' company, and I really love women a lot. And I still find women attractive, that's for sure. And it's just You know, but you can't, as I said, you can't confuse that with people who cheat and loser men. You can't confuse that. You can't confuse the two. I could like girls, but not cheat, but not be like a loser man. That sort of thing, right? So it's like, but these other dudes, man, no, I'm sorry. Just going to school isn't good enough. Just living at home and thinking that your parents have money, it's not good enough. You gotta get your ass, and this is for the men out there, you gotta get your ass off your computer, get off the video games, get out of your parents' money, and go get yourself a job. And begin low and work your way up over 10 years, and then you'll be in a good place. Nothing's gonna come to you on your whatever, on your palm, and you're just not going to get what you want. So, because you're used to getting it at home, but you're not going to get that in the real world. And then the girls will start to come to you. I love women too much. Trust me.